In this video, you're gonna see a whole bunch of clips of me, my teammates, or my former friends who are all athletes who have the ability to dunk. Sometimes there'll be clips where they're not dunking, and I'm gonna explain the physics behind everything, on how this happened and how they were able to do this because of science. I'm just gonna really explain the physics of dunking. Whenever you are jumping, there is something called horizontal and vertical vectors. This takes place every time an athlete goes up to dunk the ball. When this occurs, energy is converted from potential energy to kinetic energy. This ties in with the law of conservation. If you don't know, the law of conservation states where energy cannot be created or destroyed. Therefore, dunking is really just a harmony of two things. Just converting potential energy into useful kinetic energy, and just plain on timing. Timing is everything when it comes to dunking. Usually when dunkers dunk, they are following the projectile of motion when they're reaching their highest point, which is known as the vertex. And as soon as they reach their vertex, that is exactly when they try to dunk the ball. To dunk, a player must generate enough vertical force in an upward direction against the pull of gravity, which in this case happens to be 9.8, to reach over a 10-foot regulation rim. With that being said, the jumper has to observe enough force off the ground to be able to complete this task. If all this is completed the right way, according to Newton's second and third law, friction will then take place, and if done the correct way, you should be able to get over the rim and dunk the ball. Throughout this whole process, you always have to remember that it goes from potential energy, and as soon as you take off, kinetic energy is now taking place. Especially with friction and everything that goes on, you should be able to do this the right way. As long as you have the correct strength, the correct leg muscles, and a good amount of force that you have observed, according to Newton's second and third law. To follow along this statement, the timing and the distance and the preparation for takeoff is super important when it comes to this. If you do not have everything down packed, the timing, the takeoff, and the right amount of energy that you're using to observe to dunk this ball, you would not be able to do it. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you guys learned something new. And if you ever want to learn how to dunk a ball, just make sure that you have everything down packed that I just said in the video.